this story we get you first. The face-off between the centre and Mamata Banerjee and all the allegations she has been raising, whether it is in connection with Cyclone Yaas or Alapan Bandyopadhyay. Now, details we are picking up of how government sources have put together a point-by-point rebuttal and a complete counter-attack on Mamata Banerjee on all of this. Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor, with me on the phone line. Abhishek, what more are you picking up? The centre putting out its side of the story on the allegations that Mamata has levelled against them.
Well, so I think this is sources information essentially dissecting Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's conduct on the day that the Prime Minister had to take a review meeting of Cyclone Yaas in Karaikunda in Bengal, Croatia. He had done the similar exercise in Odisha, and you saw the pictures, how amicably it was done, how professionally it was done, and with what statesmanship it was done between Prime Minister Modi and Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik of Odisha. But then when the pictures shifted to Bengal, we had a very different scene where Mamata Banerjee came in, gave a memorandum, left, kept the Prime Minister waiting. Later, of course, she explained that she was not informed about the meeting in advance. So the explanation is that she was informed only after the cyclone happened, and since it's a review meeting about the damage caused by cyclone, the meeting cannot be informed in advance. Ideally, what happens is when the program of the Prime Minister is known, typically the Governor and the Chief Minister of the state reach in advance to receive the Chief Minister. Mamata Banerjee did not extend that courtesy to the office of the Prime Minister, and she in fact landed almost 10 minutes after the Prime Minister. We have some precise minutes as to when the Prime Minister landed, which was about 1:59 hours, just a minute before 2 p.m. And Mamata Banerjee herself landed at 2:10 p.m. The explanation she gave was that she got late because of Prime Minister's movement. Her chopper was made to take a go around, and that she lost 15 minutes in that. But I think the fact of the matter is that the Chief Minister has to arrive little in advance, and other such explanations have come in. Her essential pet peeve is about the leader of opposition, Suvendu Adhikari, having been called there. But then similar arrangement had been made in Odisha, and Naveen Patnaik government or Naveen Patnaik himself, the Chief Minister of Odisha, never made an issue of it. Also, finally, the issue of the Chief Secretary of Bengal, the notice given by the centre or asking him to repatriate to Delhi, those are essentially issues to be decided by the centre under All India Services rules guidelines, and because the Chief Secretary had not presented himself and not brought any officers with him to make a representation so far as the Bengal cyclone is concerned, and that's why he was given a show-cause notice. So I think this point-by-point rebuttal essentially explains how the Bengal Chief Minister has been a little less than statesmanly, a bit of a stormy petrel in terms of not giving the respect and dignity that should be extended to the office of the Prime Minister of India. Remember, it's not BJP versus TMC, it's Bengal Chief Minister, it's Governor of Bengal, it's Chief Secretary of the state and Prime Minister of India, and all the national officials who essentially are part of the disaster management mechanism, and their meeting, coming together, discussion, cooperative federalism, interaction, exchange, all these are important aspects of managing a crisis situation like that created by a cyclone. So I think this explanation has come source-based information from the government, and hopefully this put things in perspective so far as comments made by Bengal Chief Minister are concerned about her not extending the kind of courtesy that ideally are expected and extended between a Chief Minister and a Prime Minister.
Fact remains, Abhishek, that somewhere this has to stop, because this tiff between both the sides, at the end of the day, the people in the state are the sufferers. On that note, Abhishek, thank you for joining us.